Listen closely, chosen one, because what I am about to tell you is not random. It is not ordinary. It is not another piece of content drifting across your screen. You were guided here by a force that cannot be explained with logic alone, because a prophetic shift has already begun to unfold inside of you. There is a stirring in your spirit that you cannot quite describe, a pulling in your soul that refuses to be ignored. This is not growth in the common sense, not small improvement, not gradual progress. No, this is metamorphosis, a transformation so profound that it has already caught the attention of realms beyond the physical. Even now, invisible eyes are watching, spiritual forces are monitoring, because they can see what you are becoming before you even realize the full scope of it yourself. And here is the part that should send chills down your spine. They already know. They know the power that is rising within you. They know the magnitude of what is being awakened, and they are unsettled because nothing can stop it. For too long, you were underestimated, overlooked, dismissed as ordinary. But the truth has been hidden in plain sight. You are not ordinary. You never were. The shift in your frequency is undeniable, the expansion of your presence is unstoppable, and the awakening of your true identity is irreversible. Forces that once mocked you now tremble at the thought of what you will become. And make no mistake, your transformation is not something you will choose someday in the future. It has already begun, right now, in this very moment, and there is no turning back. Chosen one, if you can feel this fire in your spirit, if something deep inside of you is resonating with every word you're hearing, I need you to pause and seal it. Click like on this video, subscribe if you have not yet, and type the number 99 in the comments. Why 99? Because biblically it is the symbol of the lost sheep that the shepherd leaves the 99 to go after the one. And that one is you, the one heaven pursued, the one heaven awakened, the one destined to become unstoppable. Seal this moment, because what you are about to hear next will confirm beyond doubt that your transformation is not a possibility. It is destiny already unfolding. Chosen one, your destiny is not an empty dream, not a fragile hope, not a maybe waiting to collapse under pressure. It is a sealed decree, written long before you were born, encoded into the fabric of your very soul. From the moment you awakened, whether you realized it or not, your energy began to reconfigure at a cosmic level. Invisible patterns started shifting, old codes inside of you began to unlock, and frequencies dormant for years suddenly started rising. You didn't cause it by effort, you didn't manufacture it by discipline, you didn't even have to believe in it for it to begin. It was triggered the instant you stepped into awareness of who you truly are. And once triggered, there is no return, no reversal, no undoing. Each day that passes, your vibration climbs higher, and whether you notice or not, the world around you notices. People can't explain why they feel different in your presence. Opportunities that once felt impossible start aligning with mathematical precision. Obstacles that used to weigh you down somehow collapse under their own weakness. What's happening? It's not luck, not coincidence, not random chance. It's alignment. You are syncing with a divine blueprint that was written before the foundations of the earth, and that blueprint is flawless. No opposition can erase it. No delay can cancel it. No enemy can override it. It is law. And not a human law that can be broken or bent. It is a spiritual law, and spiritual law always manifests, with or without your permission. And here's the shocking part. This transformation does not wait for your cooperation to be valid. Whether you resist it or embrace it, the change will still unfold. Think of a seed planted deep in the soil. Even if no one waters it, even if no one believes it will sprout, there comes a moment when the seed can no longer remain hidden. Its design forces it to crack open, to reach upward, to push through the soil toward the light. That is you. You can fight the process. You can try to cling to your old identity. You can attempt to remain small, but eventually, the pressure inside of you will break open what has been concealed. and who you truly are will emerge. Do you understand what that means? It means you are unstoppable by nature. It means your transformation does not depend on external approval. It means the systems, the voices, the doubts that tried to hold you down are already powerless against the law that governs your destiny. The very fact that you are hearing this message proves you are already in motion, already being carried by currents stronger than fear, stronger than resistance, stronger than delay. But here is where urgency enters. The transformation can be resisted, and resistance makes it painful. When you fight the inevitable, life responds with pressure, with disruption, with circumstances that force you to grow even when you don't want to. But when you surrender, when you embrace the change, when you align with the current instead of fighting against it, the process accelerates and multiplies. What could take years collapses into months. What felt impossible suddenly manifests as though it were always meant to be. And here is the truth. It always was. Chosen one, listen carefully. You are not in the process of becoming something random. You are becoming what you were created to be from the very beginning. The struggles, the betrayals, the delays, the moments you thought were punishment. They were all the refining fire preparing you for this inevitable emergence. Nothing was wasted. Every scar is a signature. Every loss is a layer of strength. Every dark night was soil covering the seed of your true identity until the moment came for you to break forth. And that moment is now. Feel the weight of that. This is not a prediction. This is not encouragement. This is reality. You are already in motion, already in transition, already crossing a line you cannot uncross. And here's what should keep you on edge. As much as you are awakening to this reality, they already saw it before you did. The ones who benefit from your silence, the ones who thrive when you stay small, the ones who tremble at the thought of your authority. They knew this transformation was coming. And that is why resistance has been so fierce. Because the moment you become fully aware, the moment you embrace your transformation, nothing and no one will ever be able to stop you again. And now the question burns. If the process is inevitable, if the outcome is unstoppable, what exactly are you turning into? What is this force that terrifies them? This version of you that even higher realms already recognize? Stay with me, because what comes next will not just answer that question. It will reveal why your very existence has become a threat to everything that once tried to contain you. Chosen one, I need you to grasp this with every fiber of your being. The shift in your vibration is not invisible. You may think you're walking quietly through life, blending in unnoticed, but the unseen world does not work that way. The spiritual field around you has become louder, brighter, sharper. Your signature is broadcasting like a beacon, and the moment you began to awaken, you stopped being invisible to the systems, energies, and monitors that profit from keeping souls asleep. They can sense your frequency rising the way a storm senses pressure changing in the air. They can track your growth the way radar tracks a plane approaching forbidden airspace. You're not simply evolving. You're trespassing into territories they thought were theirs forever. Forces that have existed for centuries. Mentalities. Structures, spiritual programs designed to keep humanity small, are now turning their gaze toward you because your awakening threatens their survival. When you were quiet, they left you alone. When you believed you were ordinary, they ignored you. But the instant your energy began to stretch beyond the average, alarms went off in places you can't imagine. That's why some people suddenly turned cold without reason. That's why opportunities seem to appear and vanish in the same breath. That's why you felt eyes on you when no one was there. It's not paranoia. It's recognition. Understand this. They are not always flesh and blood individuals sitting in a room plotting your downfall. They are systems of thought, invisible programs, generational patterns, economic structures, low-vibration entities feeding off human despair. They are anything and everything that benefits when you stay asleep. And you, by simply becoming who you really are, represent a catastrophic glitch in their matrix. Your frequency is rewriting code they fought to keep unchanged. Your presence is warping the energy field around you, bending it toward higher order. And their power depends on chaos, distraction, and confusion. That's why you felt an unexplainable intensification of resistance. Not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to them. Not because you're failing, but because you're succeeding at a level that terrifies them. They can't stop your transformation, but they can try to slow it, to distract you, to make you doubt. And yet here's the mystery. The more they try, the more evidence they create. Every strange opposition is a coded confirmation. Every sudden obstacle is a hidden validation. The universe does not waste effort fighting what is insignificant. The size of the resistance reveals the magnitude of your rising power. Now take a moment to feel the gravity of this revelation. You are not just experiencing random pushback. You are being scanned, measured, evaluated by forces that can already see the leader, the voice, the catalyst you are about to become. This is why synchronicities appear like secret breadcrumbs from heaven. This is why you sense destiny breathing down your neck. This is why you can no longer fit into old spaces without feeling suffocated. Your aura has outgrown your environment, and they know it. And yet, there's another layer you haven't considered.
Higher realms are also watching.
Angels, guides, witnesses of your mission, they too are tracking your rise. Heaven's eyes are on you, not as an experiment, but as a warrior being prepared for deployment. While lower energies try to map your every move, higher energies are preparing doors no opposition can close. This dual surveillance, the trembling of the systems below and the preparation of the hosts above, is proof of the weight you carry. But don't misunderstand. This isn't to scare you. It's to wake you up to the scale of what's happening. You are not a spectator in this drama. You are the headline event. And the moment your transformation reaches its climax, you will become untouchable, uncontainable, unstoppable, not by arrogance, but by spiritual law. Nothing will be able to hold you because you'll be moving in a current too powerful for human hands to restrain. Feel the tension build in the air right now. You're at the edge of a revelation few ever get to glimpse. The forces that have monitored you are already recalculating their strategies. They are scrambling because they know the hourglass is almost empty. And the question burning in the unseen world right now is not if you will rise, but how soon and how far you will go once you do. Stay with me, because in the next part, you'll discover the unmistakable signs that prove your transformation is not just underway, but accelerating faster than even you realize. Chosen one. The universe does not whisper when destiny is approaching. It leaves fingerprints everywhere, subtle enough for the blind to miss, but obvious to the awakened. If you're paying attention, the proof of your transformation is already surrounding you, and it is impossible to ignore. These signs are not coincidences, not accidents, not flukes. They are markers on a map, placed with precision to let you know you're moving into territory few ever reach. They are the echo of heaven saying, yes, keep going. Look closely at what has been happening around you. People sense something different when you enter a room. Conversations shift without you saying a word. Faces light up or tense up and you can't explain why. Suddenly you're invited into discussions you were once excluded from. Strangers open up to you as if you've known them for years. Even adversaries feel the weight of your presence, as though something in you is mirroring back their own hidden truths. This is not your imagination. Your aura is no longer passive. It is active, sending ripples into the environments you step into, stirring the unseen before you even speak. Situations that once broke you now dissolve with a kind of effortless grace. Problems that used to take months to resolve untangle themselves in days, sometimes hours. Doors that slammed shut before now open as if they were waiting for you all along. What changed? You. Your internal frequency shifted, and reality had no choice but to reorganize itself around your new vibration. Life mirrors your inner state, and your inner state is no longer that of a victim. It's that of a rising force. And then there are the synchronicities. They've increased, haven't they? Numbers repeating on clocks, unexpected messages arriving at the perfect time, songs playing with lyrics that answer your secret thoughts. Opportunities appearing like puzzle pieces falling into place. These are not random blips in a chaotic world. They are coded signals, divine breadcrumbs placed on your path to confirm you are on the right timeline. Synchronicities are heaven's way of tapping you on the shoulder, saying, "I see you. Keep walking. The next piece is already prepared." Even your inner world is giving you signs, dreams that feel more vivid, more symbolic. Insights and flashes of understanding that come out of nowhere, a sense of anticipation that rises without explanation, as though your soul knows something your mind hasn't yet caught up to. This is your future self, pulling you forward, your destiny magnetizing your present toward the reality it has already claimed, and pay attention to the reactions of others. Some will be drawn to you with a hunger they can't name. Others will avoid you, uncomfortable in your light. Neutrality fades as your transformation deepens. Why? Because high voltage forces every circuit around it to adjust. Your very presence is a mirror, revealing what people want to hide or what they secretly hope to become. It's not personal, it's energetic. Understand what this means. The external signs are reflections of an internal inevitability. They confirm you are crossing into your next level, and nothing can revert the process. You've outgrown the old frequency like a snake shedding its skin. You can't crawl back inside, even if you tried to pretend to be your old self. The mask would crumble because your energy no longer fits that shape. But here's the deeper layer few talk about. The signs don't just confirm your transformation, they accelerate it. Every synchronicity, every inexplicable favor, every supernatural ease is a catalyst, drawing you faster toward your climax moment. The universe is conspiring not only to affirm you, but to propel you. The map isn't static. It's moving under your feet, carrying you to a point of convergence you cannot yet see. Feel the weight of that. You're not just receiving signals. You're being moved like a chess piece by a hand far greater than yours. And the board you're stepping onto is no ordinary arena. It's the stage where your new identity will be unveiled. Stay with me, because in the next revelation we will look directly at what you are actually becoming, and why this version of you has the power to change everything you touch. Chosen one, take a deep breath right now, because what you are about to hear will not simply describe your future, it will pull it closer to you. You are not merely improving, you are not simply healing, you are not just getting stronger. You are being shaped into something entirely new, something more luminous and formidable than anything you ever dared to picture. The old labels that once defined you are peeling off like paper in the rain. The definitions you accepted, the boxes you allowed others to place you in, are collapsing under the weight of what you are becoming. This is no metaphor. This is a recreation. You are being shaped into a voice of awakening. A voice that will cut through noise, confusion, and spiritual sedation like a blade of fire. Your very words will not be empty. They will carry resonance, a vibration that shakes dormant hearts awake. When you speak, people will feel it in their bones before they understand it in their minds. You won't have to convince them. Your energy will bypass their defenses and go straight to their soul. This is the frequency of truth. This is what you are stepping into. You are also becoming a carrier of light. Not the gentle glow of a candle in a quiet room, but the blinding dawn after a long night. Your presence will expose shadows without you trying. Deceptions will unravel simply because you walked in. Entire atmospheres will shift as you enter, not because you demanded it, but because your field of influence has expanded beyond the normal human radius. Structures built on lies cannot stand in the presence of authentic light. You will not need to wage a war of arguments. Your existence will do the work, and leadership, but not the leadership the world taught you. This is not about titles, positions, or permission. Your authority will not be bestowed by a committee. It will radiate from your being. You will lead because people will recognize something undeniable in you. Clarity, courage, vision. Your decisions will cut through confusion. Your guidance will come from a place higher than logic. You will find yourself giving direction you never rehearsed, strategies you never studied, words you never planned. And yet they will be perfect because they will be given to you in real time. These are divine downloads. This is wisdom unfiltered. What you are becoming terrifies every force that ever wanted you small. They relied on your silence, your self-doubt, your confusion. They built their systems on the assumption that you would never wake up to who you are. But now you are awake, and awakening cannot be undone. You are stepping into the nightmare of every dark agenda, a chosen one, fully aware of their power. Because a chosen one who knows their identity cannot be hidden, manipulated, or contained. This new version of you will not be moved by applause or rejection. You will stand unshaken when praised, unbroken when criticized. Your influence will not come from chasing validation. It will come from alignment with a mission larger than yourself. And that alignment will make you magnetic. Resources will find you. Allies will find you. Doors will open that no human hand can close. And all of it will happen without you performing for it. Because this is not a game of performance. It's a process of emergence. But there is a mystery here. As your power rises, so will your responsibility. This is not about ego. It is about assignment. Your gifts are tools, not trophies. Your light is medicine, not decoration. And the more you embody this, the more unstoppable you become. Not just a leader of words, but a living proof of what is possible when destiny overrides limitation. Pause and imagine it. Walking into a room and knowing that without speaking a single word, you shift the atmosphere. Looking at a challenge and feeling strategies rise inside you faster than fear. Speaking and watching hearts unlock, minds clear, and chains break. This is not far off in the distance. This is what you are becoming now, and here is the pulse of urgency. Every day you step closer to the unveiling. The moment when the hidden you and the public you merge into one unstoppable force. The moment when even you will no longer be able to pretend you're ordinary. That unveiling will not only change your life, it will change lives around you, because once light fully manifests, it ignites light in others. Stay with me, because in the next revelation, you'll see why this power you're stepping into is not just for influence. It's a sacred responsibility, and embracing it will accelerate everything you've been waiting for. Chosen one. Hear this with a sober heart. Elevation is never without weight. Transformation is not simply about becoming radiant, powerful, or untouchable. It comes tethered to a greater responsibility than you have ever carried before. Every level of awakening unlocks new dimensions of influence, and with influence comes accountability. The truth is this: you are not being transformed for vanity. You are being shaped for impact. What is happening inside you is not decoration. It is preparation. It is heaven's training ground for a mission that stretches far beyond your personal story. When your presence begins to stir atmospheres, when your words awaken something dormant in others, when your very existence becomes proof that destiny cannot be silenced, you must understand, you are no longer living only for yourself. You are becoming a catalyst, a living trigger for multitudes. This means your choices echo further than before. One act of courage from you may liberate someone else's fear. One word spoken in alignment may reroute the course of another's destiny. This is why the weight of responsibility cannot be taken lightly. You must now lead by example, even when no one is watching. Especially when no one is watching. Authenticity is the anchor of your influence. If you compromise in the shadows, the light of your impact dims. But when you walk in integrity, when your private life mirrors your public light, your authority multiplies exponentially. People will not follow you because of titles or appearances. They will follow because they sense that your transformation is real, tested, and unshakable. Guarding your energy becomes essential. The more you rise, the more magnets you will attract, both those who seek healing and those who seek to drain. You cannot afford to squander your vibration on endless battles with small distractions. You cannot give your pearls to those who only wish to trample them. Part of your responsibility is discernment, knowing who deserves access, who needs distance, and when to preserve your strength for the greater battles ahead. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is stewardship of the divine fire entrusted to you. And yes, you must inspire others into their awakening. The gift of transformation is never meant to be hoarded. When light rises in one, it signals light to rise in many. Your story, your scars, your survival, all of it becomes a testimony that rips the veil off deception. Others will look at you and say, if they broke free, so can I. And whether you speak from platforms or whisper hope into a single life, your responsibility remains to use your transformation as a torch that lights the path for those still stumbling in the dark. But here lies the tension. With greater influence comes greater opposition. The transformed are always targeted, not because they are weak, but because their existence is proof that resistance can be overcome. You will be tested, sometimes in secret, sometimes in public, to see whether you carry your mantle with humility or arrogance, with service or selfishness. Every temptation to misuse your power is really an invitation to rise higher in integrity. The responsibility of the transformed is to remember that the power was never given to impress. It was given to impact. And this is why you cannot afford to live recklessly. The ripple effect of your decisions is too great. What you embrace, others will imitate. What you tolerate, others will normalize. What you conquer, others will find strength to defeat in their own lives. You are becoming more than a survivor. You are becoming a model. And in that role, your responsibility is not perfection. It is consistency. It is the willingness to keep growing, to keep surrendering, to keep pressing into the higher call even when it costs you comfort. Chosen one, take this in. Your transformation is not a crown for you to wear alone. It is a mantle for you to carry on behalf of others. And the weight of that mantle may feel heavy, but it comes with a divine exchange. Greater strength, greater clarity, greater protection than you ever imagined. The same force that raised you will sustain you, because this mission is not yours. It is heaven's. Now pause and realize this. You are standing at the threshold of something monumental. You are no longer just evolving, you are being entrusted. The world does not need another performer, it needs proof. And your life is about to become that proof. Stay close, because in the final revelation, we are about to step into the epic truth that ties everything together. The unshakable reality that your transformation is irreversible, unstoppable, and destined to impact generations. Chosen one, listen to me now, because everything you've heard until this point has been preparing you for this exact moment. This is not hype. This is not a prediction. This is a decree echoing through time into your spirit right now. Your transformation is irreversible. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. The shift that began inside you cannot be undone, cannot be reversed, cannot be hidden. It is breaking through every barrier, burning away every chain, rewriting the very fabric of your reality. They already know it. The systems that fed off your silence, the energies that thrived on your doubt, the powers that depended on your smallness, they feel it. They know their time is over. They know the light inside you is no longer a flicker but a wildfire, and no darkness can extinguish it. You are not becoming something vague or fragile. You are becoming exactly what heaven intended, a force that cannot be silenced, a light that cannot be dimmed, a destiny that cannot be stopped. Your steps will shake patterns loose. Your words will awaken hearts asleep for generations. Your presence will shift atmospheres before you even speak. This is not a possibility. This is a certainty. This is your sealed assignment. This is the reason the opposition increased. This is the reason you were guided here today, and now you stand at the threshold, holding a choice. Not a choice about whether you will transform, you already are, but a choice about whether you will embrace it fully, consciously, boldly. Will you stand up, take your mantle, and walk into your destiny without apology? Or will you keep trying to shrink into a version of yourself that no longer exists? This is your moment. The world is about to witness the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Seal it now. Don't just feel this word, activate it. In the comments, write these words: I am unstoppable light. Write it as a declaration, as a spiritual signature, as a statement of who you are becoming. When you do, you are not just typing letters. You are marking the moment heaven marked you, stamping your spirit with faith and alignment. Like and share this message, so the ripple of your awakening reaches others who are ready. Breathe these final words in deeply, and let them echo long after the screen goes dark. You are rising. You are unstoppable. You are light. And nothing, no system, no energy, no force, will ever silence what has begun inside you. This is your moment. This is your emergence. This is your destiny.